Give my audio back, man. Give my audio back. I don't hear no audio, man. Not prepared. Not prepared, man. All right. What about the music? Y'all hear the music? We got Demovitz following. What up, Demovitz? One of my old battle buddies / soldiers from back in Fort Knox. What up, what up, what up? What up, y'all? It's your boy Thirst Lynch. I'm back again with another motherfucking video. SFAM, stand up, salute, say focus, motivated, get motivated on this J one time. I hope the let me turn my fan on real quick, man. I'm getting hot already thinking about this, man. And I hope it's my freaking what is it? My alert box is just gonna be going off, man. It's updating. It's just updating right now. But anyway, welcome, 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 y'all. Once again, we have some minor difficulties. I just wanted some audio. I'm pretty sure y'all probably can't hear anything right now as far as the music is concerned. But I want my music, man. And I'm not going to waste y'all time. We just going to go ahead and get right into it. Anyway, so I had CQ last night, man. We got Acidic Wheels hooking up the super chat. Appreciate you, Acidic Wheels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what it is. The support is always appreciated. So I had CQ last night, man. And I just got off CQ, so I'm on recovery right now. I want to talk to y'all about the joys of freaking CQ. Give me a minute. Let me turn my fan on real quick, y'all. Okay. I would really like some music, man. I'd really like for y'all to hear some music. Give me a second. Let me hook up some music for y'all, man. So CQ, man. Some people would beg to differ if CQ is cool or if CQ is not, right? So at FTU, CQ is just, it's just different from how I've done it at my last unit. So in my last unit, we'd come in, do our CQ. Some people don't start CQ in basic training. They don't start CQ. They don't start CQ until, 1700, later on in the afternoon. But we've always done it to where we've been there from 06 and we're just there from 06 to 06. That's how I've always done it at every unit I've been at. So I just gotta bring everything over here. Okay. That's how I've always done it at every unit that I've been at. And it's not a problem to me. I don't mind CQ. My reason for loving CQ, and some of y'all may beg to differ, just like Defiant right now in the chat is different, right? Y'all see the little chat over here on the side over here? Y'all check the chat out over there and talk to people, whatever, whatever. But Defiant is saying that CQ sucks because you're sleep deprived, you're forced to stay awake for, over 24 hours. And then the Army tells you, you know what I'm saying, you got to be careful when you're driving without enough sleep and all that good stuff. I understand that. I got that. CQ sucks for that reason. You're tired when you get off CQ, and it is pretty contradictory. The Army telling you, hey, y'all need to make sure y'all got enough sleep. But we want to work. We want you to work for 24 hours, and you gotta, you know what I'm saying, work for 24 hours, and then you get to drive home after that. Now, I know in the Army, when it comes to basic training, we now have it in regulation that drill sergeants are allowed to sleep for 4 hours while they're on CQ. They're encouraging us to turn everything, bed down for a little bit, take you a nap, get you a little bit of recovery before you get up and go driving again. Now, me, the normal person would probably say, man, what is 4 hours of sleep? What the heck is that? I've been running on 4 hours of sleep for freaking the last 11, 12, and probably even before that. That to me is nothing. I can get 4 hours of sleep and I'm good to go, to carry on for the rest of the freaking day. A lot of people would say that's just not enough, man. That's not enough freaking sleep. But like I said, to me, after being a drill sergeant, it's like, what's the point of even complaining about it? There's really no point of even complaining. Let me see if I can hear any. Okay, let me fix this for y'all real quick, man. Okay, I think we're good with this. If the music too loud, let me know, y'all. Desktop audio, man. Still can't hear it. It still ain't gonna play. This ain't gonna work, man. So yeah, 4 hours of sleep for me ain't nothing. I'm cool with 4 hours of sleep, CQ, whatever. My main thing that I love about CQ is you do that work for 24 hours. You get the next, they say you get 24 hours off. To me, you're not really getting 24 hours off, man. It is what it is. You just go through the motion, whatever. Get home, try to get you some sleep. I only sleep from about 07 to 11 or maybe 1300 the latest. So I'll get like 6 hours of sleep once I get home. I rarely ever really bed down and take me a real nap during CQ. I just can't. My mind is running. I have too much stuff to do. I know that I'm basically on guard. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't get sleep when I'm on CQ. But the thing that I do love is you get that time afterwards to chill out for the rest of the day. You don't have to work or do anything that day. So I'm good with that. Things I hate about CQ, man. Things that I hate about CQ, especially with being on the trail, especially being a drill sergeant. There's always something. Always something. We got Trizzy Trey. What's up, Trizzy Trey? There's always something during CQ, man. Always something. And not to knock the trainees at all, but the trainees, there's so many issues that they have going on. It's like, what, man? What, bro? I want to tell y'all about my CQ last night, all right? And sometimes this is a norm. Sometimes it's just not a norm. We get so busy during CQ, and at FTU, there's drill sergeants are going here, going there, doing this, doing that. Am I losing? Earn free crypto. I'm losing already. I know it's the lag. This ain't even the right video. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta check my stuff, make sure I'm good. This is why I hate going live sometimes, man. Okay. So CQ means charge of quarters. We're in charge of the quarters. The quarters is the building that we're at, the building that we're working at. That's what CQ means. It means charge of quarters. So for those 24 hours, I'm in charge of everything basically that happens in the building that day. I got to make sure I'm tracking who enters, who exits, whatever the case may be. If anything happens with the trainee, I got to make sure that I take charge of that and, facilitate whatever needs to be facilitated. I got to report stuff to the commander, to the first sergeant, things that happen significantly in the building for the day. That's what CQ means, charge of quarters. So when you're on CQ, you typically work a 24-hour shift unless your unit is going to put y'all on, I don't know, a 12-hour shift or whatever they may do. I know a lot of times some units do it where they put a drill sergeant, they only have to work from 1700 till 06. Why have a drill sergeant there in the building working CQ. When you got people in and out the building all day, you don't need anybody to sit there. Now, at our unit, we have trainees who can't walk from place to place. They can't. A normal thing in our unit is trainees go to sit call, which sit call is right up the street, so they could walk right up the street to sit call. If for some reason they're hurt or they're not feeling well or they might need some kind of medication that they can go get from a medical provider, they'll walk up the street. We actually have to drive them up the street to sit call. That being said, with drill sergeants moving in and out of the building, we have to have somebody there at the phone. We should have somebody there at the phone to answer and let us know when trainees call and they say, hey, drill sergeant, I'm done here. I'm ready to get picked up from here. Sometimes a trainee has an appointment that's way too far for them to walk. We don't want them walking that far. Of course, a lot of them are injured on crutches and stuff like that, so we don't want them walking. So they're going to call us from the hospital and let us know that they're ready to get picked up, and we'll go pick them up. But we'll have somebody go pick them up. So typically, we would need a runner, someone to drive the vehicle, and then someone to answer the phone, CQ. But you have these kids, these trainees in our unit, and they act like children, man. They fight with each other over this and that. They get attitudes with each other over this and that. A lot of times I have to sit them down and tell them, my main thing is, if somebody pisses you off, you got to tell them that they pissed you off. Then maybe they didn't know that they pissed you off. And you have to know that people respond and react different ways, man. You just have to know that. Maybe this person is from here. Maybe this person has acted this way their whole life. Maybe they're not doing it personally against you. That's just how they are. Y'all got to realize stuff like that. So I think that's one thing. It's part of the job, and it's pretty much a headache, but it's part of the job when you got to mentor and coach these soldiers and trainees on how they should be conducting themselves, man. So that's one thing I always have to deal with being CQ. Trainees who have issues and they want to come talk to drill sergeant about it, or, you know, this trainee pissing me off, this trainee's doing this trainee's doing that. It's like, come on, man. Like, they got to grow up. They got to learn, man. And I see y'all in the chat. I'm going to get to y'all in the chat, man. But it's just crazy, man. There's a lot of stuff that's crazy. So the thing that happened in CQ last night, man, defiant is that mischief most foul. So at my last unit, there was majority males there. It's probably 75% males and 25% females. Here at FTU, there's injuries, so it's flip-flop. It's like 75% females and 25% males. The males in my last unit had the whole top floor, all of it, the whole top floor. That's where they slept. The females had half of the bottom floor, half of the second floor, and the males had the other half of the second floor. Here at FTU, the males have one half of the second floor, and the females have the whole top floor. Point blank period. That's how it is. There is a second half floor for the females at FTU, but we don't have that many. In the summertime, we'll probably fill that up there. But 1.5 floors typically for the females and half a floor for the males. So there's so many females there. I'm hearing last night the females are saying, drill sergeant, sometimes we hear the bed screeching and this and that over here and over there and all this and that. So yeah, it gets pretty crazy, man. Fraternization happening. I don't technically know from what the female told me last night. She told me that she went down the hallway to do her checks for fire guard. She said she's going down the checks, getting accountability of everybody so she can make sure everybody's here. She goes to this one room, which is in the wing of the hallway where no trainees should be because nobody lives there. We don't have it filled up there. We don't have it filled up there yet. She goes in there. She sees two females sitting on a bed. I think she said one of them was wrapped up in covers and looked like they were kind of hiding themselves, and the other one was sitting there. I think she said with a book or something like that. I don't really remember what she said. Main thing, there's two females in a room, in a bed. One's covered up in a blanket. Now, the female said that she saw that female had her shirt off and was only in her sports bra. That's it. I'm like, wow. This is what happens upstairs. Like, y'all, I just don't get. They know that this is the wrong thing to do. They know fraternization, improper relationships is the wrong thing to do. But they decide to do it anyway. So she says that's what she sees. She comes downstairs. She says, I asked her, I said, do you mind writing a sworn statement? She said, no, I don't mind writing a sworn statement. That way, if an investigation has to go down, we have it on paper that this trainee seen this, blah, 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 who, what, when, where, why, and everything. I go back upstairs later on to get more story, to get more on the story. And the trainee says that she had a female go back down to ask the female, hey, what's that what y'all were doing, or whatever the case may be. It's the whole story's mixed up. So one female tells me she sees two females doing something. She also tells me she sends another female to go confirm what was going on. When that female that goes to confirm comes back, she tells her battle buddy, I can't believe that that's what was going on over there. You know what I'm saying? So the female that sent her battle, the female that originally seen them and then sent her battle buddy to confirm, when the battle buddy came back with confirmation, quote unquote, she takes what she said as yes, confirmed they were down there doing whatever they were doing. Initially, that female that went to check, she didn't get confirmation of what they were doing down there. She asked the trainee, hey, are you okay? Because that trainee who was quote unquote doing something with the other trainee had went to an appointment earlier in the afternoon. So she was just checking to make sure she was okay from going to that. As she was walking back out and coming back to her battle buddy, she says, man, I don't believe that that's what they were doing. So she got it mixed up and she thought that, I seen them doing something. I got my battle buddy go confirm it, and my battle buddy did confirm it, come back and tell me. So when I went upstairs to get all that information, the female in play who was doing the wrong thing, she comes down. We got Johnny Salinas up in the stream, liking the stream. Johnny Salinas is my old platoon sergeant from when I was young PFC and young specialist Lynch. So it's good to see my retired PSG support your boy. Appreciate you. So the female goes, she hears that I'm coming up there asking what's going on, because she's on fire guard next. So she hears that I'm up there investigating. She comes back downstairs and she tells me, Drill Sergeant, I know that you heard this and that was going upstairs. Let me explain myself. I said, go ahead and explain. She said, what happened, Drill Sergeant, was that I had a breakdown. I'm going through things at home. I know she's going through a lot of stuff with her family. So when she said that, I took that into consideration. I was going through a breakdown. I'm crying. I had a lot of snot on my shirt, Drill Sergeant. So I took my shirt off while I was sitting there with my battle buddy. Okay. From what you're saying, I'm glad that you weren't doing that you were doing. But you taking your shirt off is still the wrong thing. We have a policy letter in our unit. Our policy letter states that they're not allowed to take off their clothes and change inside the same rooms that they sleep in. If they change, they should be doing it in the bathroom, what we call a latrine, right? So she should be changing in the latrine. She, with her taking her shirt off, she was doing the wrong thing in the first place. So that's just that. You were doing the wrong thing. You shouldn't have been doing the wrong thing. I'm just glad that she, quote unquote, was not doing what the other trainee said that she saw her doing. So that's that. That would have to be a counseling, which I'd have to counsel them and put it on paper that they were doing this. That would be two different counselings. Well, that would be two different counselings, because the one trainee who was sitting there while her battle buddy took off her shirt and was crying, you let her take off your shirt, so you're wrong for being in there and not saying anything or whatever. The other trainee who took off her shirt, she would be wrong too for not saying anything. So that's that. Just a lot of crazy stuff went on last night on CQ, y'all. And maybe not that much, but that's the main thing that's sticking in my mind. So another thing that happened, I allowed the trainees, we're a fitness training unit, right? So we let the trainees eat. We let the trainees eat so we can help them progress with their injuries and stuff like that. They need to eat so their injuries can heal, right? We keep plenty of apples and bananas and fruit and stuff like that from whenever we get them their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We keep the apples, we keep the fruits, and we keep them in the room there. So the trainees come down and they ask, Drill Sergeant, can we have a snack for tonight? And when they say, I guess they mean the apples, they got apples, yogurt, milk, peanut butter, bananas, whatever. Sure, come on down. Now, y'all are probably going to trip out when I tell y'all that I let them get the food and get the snacks. My reason for doing that, y'all, is to prevent them from having contraband and taking contraband and stuff upstairs that they're not supposed to take upstairs, right? A lot of times the trainees will have food from outside or food upstairs where they sleep in places that they're not supposed to have. They should only have food downstairs when we tell them to. So that being said, yes, I'll let them get their snacks as long as they eat them downstairs quickly, do what they got to do. I gave the females 1 hour to come down and get their snacks. And then after that, the males are going to have their hour to come down and get their snacks, along with the library that we have, and then the cleaning detail, female cleaning details cleaning up also. So I give the females 1 hour. I have females going up the stairs every 15 minutes or so to let their battle buddies know, hey, y'all need to come down and get your snack. You only have this amount of time to do it. There's females that are already in that specified room. Some more females come down. There's only like 3 minutes left at this time for them to get their snack and get back upstairs. So the females that are already down the stairs, they tell their battle buddies who come down with 3 minutes left, hey, y'all might want to hurry up. Y'all only got 3 minutes left. After that, y'all got to get back upstairs. I guess the way that they said it, the females that came down to get their snacks, they took offense. Well, one of them took offense to how the other female had said, look, you need to hurry up. Drill sergeant said to come down and get your snack, whatever. So those females that came down with the 3 minutes started being sarcastic to the females that were already sitting down there. Oh, okay, hurry up, Private, let's go. We only got 3 minutes left, let's go, blah, blah, blah. Just being jerks about the whole situation. The other females come down, drill sergeant, these females over here acting stupid. I don't know what I got. They got an attitude or whatever case may be. Once again, and my thing being, y'all, the reason why it's so frustrating is because I know that this stuff always happens. So me, I'm like the preacher drill sergeant. I hem them up like every day about this. Treat each other with respect. We were out at final formation, and I had them say it like 5 times. Treat each other with dignity and respect. Say it. Treat each other with dignity and respect. Say it again. Treat each other with dignity and respect. Say it again. I had them say it like 3, 4, 5 times in a row. And I had them say it because I knew that somebody was going to come downstairs and say that somebody wasn't treating them right last night. Lo and behold, it freaking happens. I just told y'all to treat each other with respect. So why, if somebody's coming down trying to square you away, would you get all sarcastic and whatever you did with them? Why would you do that? Drill sergeant, you're right. I apologize. And at least she was an adult about it and she apologized. But it's just childishness, man. Saying says FTU sounds like a huge drama show. Saying, a lot of times it really is, man. There's a lot of drama that goes on there. And it freaking sucks. The thing about it is, if you don't address it, like, it's not going to stop. If you don't address it, it's not going to stop. And I think the thing that gets to me, because I've asked the trainees about this, I've asked them, and sometimes they'll just come out and tell me, drill sergeant, when this drill sergeant is here, it's like this. When you're here, it's like this. When this drill sergeant is here, it's like this. And we know which drill sergeants are going to do something, and we know which drill sergeants are not going to do anything. We know which drill sergeants are going to say something, and we know which drill sergeants are not going to say anything. But when they talk to me, drill sergeant, we know you're going to say something. We know you're going to do something. So for the most part, I don't think the integrity is not blatant. I'll say it like that. They don't blatant. The lack of integrity is not blatant. They don't play around with me, man. As far as I know, they don't mess with me. Because I'll be quick to go upstairs and start yelling. I take their time, their personal time. I take their personal time away from them. I get shaky about doing corrective training and have them doing push-ups and stuff like that because they're already injured in the first place. But with me, they know not to freaking play around. Because I'll go up there and preach to them for freaking 45 minutes and be yelling down. I'll just be yelling at them for 45 minutes. And they'll just be standing there at parade rest. And they have to listen to me when they could be playing Monopoly or playing Dungeons and Dragons. And see, that's another thing at FTU. It's really a modified. We got Mock up in the building. What's going on, Battle? I see you up in the building, man. And thank y'all for everybody that's in the chat, man. I really do appreciate y'all. But with FTU being the modified training environment, man, we allow them to do a lot of things that you do not see at a regular basic training. Board games. Like, it blows my mind, but at the same time, with it being the environment that we're in, I can understand. The trainees are already mentally broken down. They're physically, a lot of them are physically broken. Their motivation is going to be super low, which ain't going to do nothing but freaking upset the drill sergeants, right? So, yeah, I can see why the commander lets them play their games. And plus, with them being hurt, they go to chow at 1600. They're back inside getting ready for the day about 1700, right? So they have from that time until 2100 to conduct personal hygiene and sit around and get in trouble. So we might as well let them do things to help keep their morale up in order so they don't get in trouble. But it's crazy because it still doesn't work all the time. You give them a board game, you give them cards or whatever, right? They start pulling money out and gambling. And anybody that's in the military, anybody that's in the army knows that gambling is illegal in basic training. You're not even allowed to have more than $50 on you at a time. And that's per the freaking regulation, 350-6. So I don't know. Sometimes it gets me like, why are they giving so much? Because they abuse a lot of it, man. They abuse a lot of it. I've caught trainees upstairs playing cards for money. You know you're not supposed to be playing cards for money. You catch trainees upstairs with food. You catch trainees hoarding the protein bars that they have that they get for the night. They're hoarding protein bars. They keep the Fig Newtons during breakfast and take them upstairs. We found a trainee. We don't know who she was writing the letters to and the notes to, but the trainee was writing notes, man. We just don't know who they were to, so there was really nothing we could do. And she left them on top of her wall locker, and she's like, howdy, or hey, I don't know how you feel about writing notes and stuff like that, but none of them said a specific name to anybody. So we can't, I don't know if they were letters to somebody, back home or what. I don't really know exactly what it is. So, but yeah, you catch attempting to fraternize by writing letters and stuff like that. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. We give them an inch and they take freaking 5 miles with it, man. So I don't know, man. But my main thing was I had to get these counselings ready last night. And I was so tired because running in and out, I can't even complete my journal. Y'all know we have a log journal. We're supposed to log everything that happens. Anyone that comes in, whenever the unit leaves to go to chow, whenever they come back, whatever they're doing for the day. If we have a special visitor, all that stuff, we have to annotate that on our log, right? So I couldn't really do that yesterday because there was so much going on. I did what I could when I could, and I had so much running around and stuff to do myself. I logged everything that I could remember the different time frames later on that night. But I was so tired, I didn't get to complete the counseling. So I'm going to have to counsel the trainees tomorrow once I get back to work. So yeah, it's just 3 different counselings to write, man. We got trainees that are kind of faking their injury. The trainee is telling other trainees how to get put on bed rest. On bed rest, if you're hurt, or for instance, if you have diarrhea, they're going to tell you you're not allowed to leave the barracks. You're going to stay in your bed. It's close to the toilet. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is run to the toilet real quick if you got to go, and keep it moving like that. The trainee, it said that she has techniques for passing out, going to the medical provider, and then them telling her, since you've been passing out, you're going to stay in bed for the next 3 days. We get stuff like that, man. Kevin Key says, what the F is this? A jelly donut. Okay, he's going back to Full Metal Jacket, man. So yeah, the new act of stupidity. I want to try FTU one day. Saying, I don't see nothing wrong with it, especially after you do your first 2 years on the trail. Your 3rd year, it's a nice look for you for a drill to go do FTU after their first 2 years on the trail, man. You got some drills who haven't even been on the trail for a complete year, and they're working over at FTU already, man. That's how it is sometimes. Golden 5 says, FTU and PTRP were combined back when I joined. Injured and recruits that couldn't pass the first PFT. So now they call it, instead of calling it the PTRP, we call it WTRP, the Walk to Run program. I think that's a Walk to Run Progression program. I think that's pretty much what it's called. But we have those combined now. That's freaking awesome. my freaking bottle is green, so it's picking up the background right there. Ain't that kind of cool, man? That's kind of tight. But yeah, anyway, we got a lot of different stuff going on, man. I'm just glad this one trainee was not. I'm glad she heard what was going on and came down and said that she wasn't fraternizing, because she's really a good. She's slipping though, man. She's really slipping. She's just slipping, man. She was a pretty good trainee, but there's just a lot of stuff that's going on. I'm not gonna get into detail with it, just in case somebody, I don't know, might know her, know exactly what I'm talking about. But I don't know. Cherry says, "Wow, actor at her best, fake falling out." Yep. So what's TSP? TSP is the Training Support Platoon. That's where it's kind of like your company is taking the trainees' injuries in their own hands, or maybe your battalion is taking their injuries in their own hands. They're not totally taken out of training, but it's kind of like it's kind of tough to explain for me. And I was gonna go work at the TSP, but I didn't go. But I know it's the Training Support Platoon. They'll go there and they'll do PT like 2 times a day. I think they get to rest and all that good kind of stuff. So at my basic was called, the FTU at my basic was called TSP. Not sure what it stands for. Yeah, Training Support Platoon. That's all it is. Same thing. Fitness Training Unit. I think it's the same thing, except it's within the battalion. The Fitness Training Unit for us is everybody in basic training. Everyone, not just a specific battalion or a specific company. All trainees on my post, if they get injured too much that they can't complete the training, they'll come to the Fitness Training Unit. So, definitely, Uncle Mike. We got to make sure I'm keeping an eye. We got to keep an eye on all of them, really, because you don't know. You know what I mean? And some of them, their integrity, like I said, is very questionable. Very, very questionable. Some of them will laugh right in your face, and they'll be all motivated and everything in your face, and turn around as soon as you're gone, and it just changes. I had one trainee. The trainee was put on bed rest, right? The trainee's bed rest was like a day or two. His bed rest ended. But because he was still hurting, he stayed on bed rest. That's something that we got to be tracking, man. And I didn't know. And the platoon guide, which is the trainee that is, quote unquote, in charge of the platoon, wasn't tracking either. So I'm like, where's this trainee at? They said the trainee's upstairs. I said, go get him. I sent 2 trainees upstairs to get him. Those 2 trainees went upstairs to get this other trainee who stayed on bed rest, took it upon himself to stay on bed rest. They go to get him, and they come back downstairs, drill sergeant. We went upstairs to get him, and he said to F off. He said to F off. So I'm like, wow, really? Too easy. I went upstairs and started barking. And all those males that were upstairs, I had them all come downstairs from the whole platoon, from the whole company. All the males from the company stay on that floor. I had them all come outside and come downstairs. Some of them were in the shower. I told them to hurry the hell up, get outside right now. So I put them all in the front lean and rest position, or whoever couldn't go in the front lean and rest. They were just doing the squat position. So I said, y'all are going to stay in the position until y'all tell me, because nobody wanted to fess up. Y'all going to tell me who told my trainee to F off. When he came upstairs and did what I told him to do, he told y'all, drill sergeant, or some of y'all got to come downstairs. Drill sergeant said come downstairs. Y'all going to tell him to F off? Fess up now, let me know. Nobody wanted to fess up, so I put them all in the first position for the push-up. They're just sitting there. The other ones are just squatting with their hands out in front of them. Nobody wanted to say nothing for like 5 minutes. So eventually I made them stand up, and they just stood there. And one guy came forth and said, drill sergeant, I didn't say F off. I told my battle buddy that he should tell those trainees to F off. So you didn't tell them to F off. You told your buddy to tell them to F off. That's what it was. And this whole time I'm trying to find out who said it, and you're not saying anything. You're not admitting to it that you said it. So this trainee is like a real smart ass, man. It really pissed me off. So I had to write him a counseling, and I have him conducting a class on times that he was disrespected, what respect and what integrity means in the military, his definition, and then the Army's definition. He should know from the Army values, and he's gonna give a class on it. I'm gonna facilitate the class, and he's gonna stand up there and tell everybody what he did, tell him why it was wrong, and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're gonna handle it like that, man. I was gonna request that we take his phone from him, but that would have been 2 punishments. So my commander recommended that instead of taking his phone, we have him do the class. Next time we're gonna take his phone from him because they get their phone for multiple hours on the weekends. So, by the way, Ellsworth, I didn't see your message in IG, man. I didn't see it up there anywhere. So yeah, man. There's just so many things that go on in CQ. I don't mind helping the trainees, but it does get tiring after a while. I love having the day off after I've done CQ. I hate when the trainees, are not doing the right thing, when they don't have integrity. We tell them to take a shower. You'll have this time to conduct hygiene. Some of them jump in early. Some of them don't freaking conduct hygiene at all that night, and they wait until the morning time to conduct hygiene. So, I hate when they take contraband upstairs. All kinds of stuff, man. There's all kinds of stuff. I love CQ, but I hate it at the same time because I have to, and I don't mind that I have to stay overnight with the trainees. If they're good trainees, I'll talk to them all night. And you get those trainees that want to come downstairs and talk to the drill sergeant, so it's fine. But I don't know, man. Kevin Key says, I hope they're dropped to sit call platoon, then back to boot regiment, then graduate. I hope they're all dropped back to sit call platoon. Sang says, finger spread and middle fingers pointed forward. Yep, when you're doing the front lean arrest, your fingers got to be like that. Yep. Well, damn, that's a great idea to make him give a class on it. Yep, that's what I do, Cherry. Most of the time, my favorite thing to do when they do the wrong thing, Cherry, I have them write standards, right? So I don't know if any of y'all have ever had that kind of punishment from your parents before when you do something wrong and they make you write over and over and over and over and over. Y'all remember on The Simpsons when Bart Simpson had to write on the board a bunch of times, whatever that was that he had to write the board. I will not say eat your shorts or whatever he had to write on the board. So I'd make them write that depending on what it was that they did and how bad it was. For instance, the one trainee had 8 protein bars. 8 protein bars hidden away in his locker. We was doing locker inspections, and I found him with 8 protein bars. You're not allowed to have that's contraband, man. Any food other than what we give you to eat, when we give it to you to eat it. If you have it at any other time in any other place, it's contraband. So he had it upstairs in his wall locker when it wasn't even time to eat. He had 8 of them. So I had him write on 8 pages. It was 4 front and back, but I had him write on 8 pages. In fact, I think it was 4 front and back of one thing and then 4 front and back of another thing. And he had 4 days to knock it out, which was the crazy thing, right? So he had to write integrity, do what's right when always watching, and another thing like, I won't have contraband in the barracks or something like that. 4 pages front and back, 4 pages front and back for both of those things. And yeah, that weekend, I took his weekend from him. He didn't get his phone. He couldn't use his phone because he was going to be writing this stuff down or whatever. And he had 4 days to get it turned back into me. So I love to take, when they do the wrong thing, I love to take their free time away from them. And my main reason also, I keep this in mind, you take my free time away from me because you did the wrong thing. I can't train trainees because I have to give you a counseling. I got to conduct the counseling. I got to write all this stuff and find out what kind of freaking punishment I got to give you. So you take mine. So sometimes I can't write my counseling till the end of the day because I'm so busy that day. So at the end of the day, when the trainees go to chow and I could go home with my family, nope, I got to write counselings. So you take my time, I'm going to take your time. That's one thing. We got Eric S. up in the building. What's up, Eric? It's been a minute. Glad that you're back, man. I had a guy in my platoon at basic that had a whole bag / loaf of bread. Yup, same thing happened when I first got to FTU in his wall locker with lots of peanut butter and bars that he stole from downstairs. We had another guy who got smoked because he had collected rocks in his locker. And another one with nudes posted up in his locker, and another one with the phone. Had a phone all of basic up to week 9. I think he got sent to another basic training company. I've seen it all, Eric, except for the nudie stuff. I got you, Ellsworth. We got Texas Will up in the building. So yeah, man. And I see a lot of y'all chatting up in here. I would have made him eat all 8 of them. And there better not be a crumb on the floor for every crumb 12 push-ups. Cherry, that's old school, man. We had, when I was in basic training, one of my battle buddies got some peanut brittle sent to them in the mail. I think he had 2 bags. Drill sergeant made him eat a whole bag. Like, you're going to eat all of this right now in front of everybody. So he had to eat it all, and he got to drink his water too. And as he was eating it, he threw it all right back up, man. He threw it all back up. Saying, you'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised. Trainees collect rocks, brother. I'm trying to tell you. Kevin Key says, if dropped due to medical and then recover, do the boots return to the regiment to complete boot camp? So they're not technically dropped for medical reason. They don't get dropped. They get sent to another unit. They get sent to FTU. Once they get sent to FTU, if they heal in the allotted amount of time that they're supposed to get, if they heal in that time, they go back to their unit. If they're taking too long to heal, they're just not healing, we will medically recommend them to be dropped from the program. And if they don't complete the program, they can't go back and finish training. So at that point, they would get separated from the military. So it depends on them and their injuries, man. Darian Leroy says, he says, I go through the barracks as a barrack inspection, and I find trainees pizza box, monster can, breeze pins, and other stuff above, like a ventilation system. Yeah, that happens too, man. Now, not pizza boxes, but the vape pens, no monster cans. None of that. I did catch a trainee with a Rice Krispie treat wrapper. Again, if it's garbage, even if it's garbage, if they have garbage of food, it's contraband. So she got in trouble for that too. We went to a specific hiding place. I'm not gonna say where, but we found a way to get into a specific hiding place, and we found, I can't tell y'all this, man. I can't tell y'all that one. I just know there were cigarette butts and all kinds of stuff. I can't tell y'all where it was at, man. But if I do, once I get off the trail and out of FTU, I'll go back and explain this story to you. I'm gonna tell y'all the craziest thing that ever happened to me. I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing I've ever seen trainees do wrong during CQ, while I was on CQ. Once I get off the trail, I'm gonna tell y'all that when I'm not a drill sergeant anymore. So y'all be ready. Y'all stay tuned for that, okay? It's a story, man. It is a story. I can't make them do more than 5 reps of any exercise for PRT, but saying we can do by the numbers. So when we do by the numbers, and we say ready 2, if they're standing at that second position for whatever, they're in that position for how long? Ready 3, right? Instead of just ready 1, ready 2. Hold it out. Ready 1. Talk to them for a minute. Let them know what they did was wrong, blah, 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 blah. And then ready 2. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you take 45 seconds in between every position, right? And then you still get your 5 repetitions in. It just takes a little bit longer. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a loophole, right? Okay. Lombardi 1969. My nephew told me his platoon got smoked because a private smoked a moon pie. Yep, most definitely. Eric says, damn, this makes me really wish I could go to basic again. So many emotions and memories. You know it, man. And just me being a drill sergeant I remember a lot of stuff, and it does bring back a lot, man. Mike, we talking about text it to you. Oh, text you the story? I'll let you know. I'll let you know soon. I'm not. Cherry said, oh, he's asking Leroy. Okay. Delta 119th, Rocksteady, November 2020. That's what's up, Brown. Thanks for joining, man. Thanks for joining. I'm going to go back up here, y'all, and check out some of the chat just so I can see what y'all are talking about. I know I didn't hit up on a lot of the stuff. I remember going through basic last year, and it was during COVID, so we were holdovers and sent to the TSP, and it was just like that. Yep, I bet. Let me see. Okay, yeah, y'all really weren't saying too much. I'm thinking about trying to come up there. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Who said that? Blevins? Yeah, come on over, man. I know because you're right around the corner. Come on over, man. I don't think I was told we're not taking any drills right now, but we do have one that's on their way in. So Yeah, you can definitely try, man. I'm gonna use that excuse if I get busted. Babe, she took her shirt off because her nose was red. Uncle Mike is crazy, man. Acidic wheels. A BF is someone who disappoints, who disappears for a detail only to quietly return when the detail is over. Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking out. Fraternization among trainees. Oh, please, no. It happens, Defiance. You know it does, man. You know what happens. Ellsworth said, I had a recruit stole some chapstick from the PX in boot camp. After he was caught, he was sent to the pit for 2 hours with our senior drill instructor. Came back looking like a sugar cookie. That is too funny, Ellsworth. So, the thing that I don't understand, why would you steal chapstick? Why would you steal chapstick? At my last unit, we had these things called goodie bags. We would give them chapstick. We would give them sunblock. We would give them pens, notepads. We would give them the PRT quick reference guide. We would give them little booklets and stuff that would let them know the poisonous plants to stay away from, the certain animals that they need to stay away from, venomous, all that stuff like that. We would give them the goodie bags with stuff like that in there. So there was no reason for them to go steal any chapstick. Plus, you can go to Sick Hall and get the stuff for free, man. I just don't get why they would steal stuff like that. It boggles my mind, man. I'm getting all these freaking text messages, bro. So many text messages, I think from work. Let me check these texts, y'all. I'm going to make sure. I got to get off of here in a minute. Where's Ben? Okay. Okay. But yeah, that's all I got for tonight, man. I just wanted to get up here right quick with y'all, SFAM. By the way, if y'all haven't went to go check out Thurs Lynch Family yet, man, Thurs Lynch Family, they really surprised me, man. I asked them for some help over the weekend. I asked them for some help on Saturday. We were at 98 subscribers. I asked them, boost us up. Let's get 100. We are now sitting at, I think, 2-3 days later, something like that. We are now sitting at 117 subscribers, man. I asked for 2 people to freaking subscribe, and we ended up getting like 18 people subscribing. So I'm feeling really good about Thurs Lynch Family. If y'all aren't tracking that, by the way, that's my YouTube page where we're documenting everything going on. Y'all know I got the young baby, right? Young baby Thurs the I'm so excited, man. Baby Thurs, aka what am I gonna call him, man? The 4th, right? So yeah. My baby boy should be here pretty soon, man. He should be here soon. We're in the 3rd trimester right now. But Thurs Lynch Family on YouTube is where we're documenting everything as far as the wife's pregnancy is concerned. I'm trying to make sure I keep up with the weekly updates on how she's doing. She's starting to get more comfortable and more involved in getting in on the vlogs and stuff like that. So y'all want to see the process, not the process, but y'all want to see the progress and everything we're going through with our pregnancy, our current pregnancy. Y'all go stop by with Thurs Lynch Family, man. Go stop by with Thurs Lynch Family. Subscribe, like up there, man. Hook your boy up with some subscribers and some views. We're on week 29 right now of the pregnancy, man. So we got 11 weeks left, bro. 11 freaking weeks. I'm super excited about that. Got to get people in that Discord. Also, everyone here is welcome to join my Discord, man. Everyone's welcome to join my Discord. On Discord, I can hit up more I can get y'all notifications more. But y'all got to join the Discord in order to do that. If y'all check the description, I think I have my Discord down there. Let me go ahead over and find it real quick. That way I can give y'all the link. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here in the chat for y'all. Super fam, I have a special Discord for y'all. I got to figure out, because it's by invite only. So I got to figure out how to get y'all into the Discord, okay? What I think I'm going to do, Super fam, is a video for y'all that only y'all can see. And when I do that video, I'm going to put the invite to the Discord in there. Share the channel on your social media, SFAM. Okay. Yeah, y'all do that, man. Y'all share also, man. I'm getting so many text messages from work. But yeah, not a problem, Keys. Not a problem, man. Let me get this Discord running and I'll put it in the chat right now. I'm pretty sure it's in the description, man. I'm trying to listen, Defiant. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying to listen. Defiant says he's been trying to get me to use my Discord, but I don't listen. How can we join the Super Fam? So Ellsworth, if you want to join Super Fam, on my page, there's a little blue join button. Also, in the description of the video, in the description, there's a link for you to join Super Fam, okay? So if you want to join Super Fam and get the access to the Super Fam emojis, the access to have the little the drill sergeant hat next to your name, your loyalty badge next to your name, you will also get to see some video. It depends on if you join Super Fam 1 or Super Fam 2. If you join Super Fam 1, you'll get special, just pictures, random pictures, and behind the scenes videos and stuff like that. Just random stuff like that. If you join Super Fam 2, you'll get that, but you'll also get access to some videos a day or two prior to me putting them out for everybody else. So that's what you get for joining Super Fam. If you check in the description below, you'll get that. Let me see if I can invite y'all. I'm not used to this, so I don't know how exactly to do it, man. Let me see what I'm at. Okay, here's my member list. I don't know how to share it, man. I don't know how to share it, man. I can invite people right here. Here, check this out. Right here in the chat. Dang, I can't do it on here. Let me see. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now so y'all can go. Let me check out y'all chat, man. No problem, Ellsworth. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. All right, here I go. I'm going to put it in the comments and I'm going to put it in the chat right now. In the chat. Dang, I can't do it on here. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. There you go. Join the Discord right there. I'm pretty sure that's it. And if you want to join Super Fam, I'm going to also put it in the chat. Let me see. That's if you want to join Super Fam. Yeah, my Discord. I'll add my Discord in there for y'all, all right? Acidic Wills, appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. But yeah, I gotta get off here, y'all. I gotta check my freaking text messages. I'm getting a lot of text messages from work. I'm gonna thank y'all so much for coming and rocking with your boy, man. Appreciate that super chat, Acidic Wills. Thank you so much, man. Always appreciate y'all support, brother. Always appreciate y'all support. Thank y'all so much. SFAM stand up. SFAM salute. Stay focused, motivated. Get motivated up in the jank one time. I hope y'all have a lovely evening. I'm going to watch 40-Year-Old Virgin with the wifey. I'm gonna have a great time tonight. I hope y'all have a great time. I got more reactions to Angry Cops coming soon. I've been taking a mental break. I want to thank y'all so much. I love y'all to death, S-Fam. Love y'all to death. Thank y'all. It's your boy Thurs Lynch. Deuces. Have a lovely evening. I'm out of here, y'all. Kevin Keys hooking up, man. Thank y'all for the super chats, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I ain't even left yet. Thank Uncle Mike. Thanks, Kevin Keys. Let me go back up. Thanks, Acidic Wheels. Thanks, Acidic Wheels. Thank y'all so much, man. I love y'all to death. Y'all are freaking awesome, man. Yeah, Zamora, I'm getting out of here, brother. Getting out of here, man. Yup. All right, y'all. Deuces. Love y'all to death. We out.